Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shama Sundara Radha Shama Sundara Hare. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Pancha Tattva Jaya Pancha Tattva Jaya Pancha Tattva Jaya Pancha Tattva. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Jivam Vishmad Paramahansa Paraj Kacharya Ashtottara Satar Divine Gesi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jivam Vishmad Paramahansa Paraj Kacharya Ashtottara Satar Divine Gesi Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Gaudi Vaishnavanda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna, thank you very much for joining Srimad Bhagavatam class in Kartik month, Sunday morning. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Subcreation, Chapter 2. Lord in the Heart, verse number, I think, 26, 25. Yeah, 25 and 26. 25 doesn't have purport, so we'll do 26 also. Please chant, close your eyes, please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी verse number 25 तद्विश्वनाभिं तु अतिवर्त्य विष्णो once again that is two तद्विश्वनाभ राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुब्रह्मण्य श्री सुदर्शन जी की जय श्री गौरनिताय की जय तद्विश्वनाभिं तु अतिवर्त्य विष्णो अनीयसा विरजेन आत्मनैकः नमस्कृतं ब्रह्मविदामुपैति कल्पायुषो यद्विबुधा रमन्ते तद्विश्वनाभिं तु अतिवर्त्य विष्णो अनीयसा विरजेन आत्मनैकः नमस्कृतं ब्रह्मविदामुपैति कल्पायुषो यद्विबुधा रमन्ते तद्विश्वनाभिं तु अतिवर्त्य विष्णो अनीयसा विरजेन आत्मनैकः नमस्कृतं ब्रह्मविदामुपैति कल्पायुषो यद्विबुधा रमन्ते Please chant. What happened? Other chant? Only two or three? Word to word transliteration. Tat, that, Vishwanabhim, navel of the universal personality of Godhead. Tu, but, Adivartya, crossing over. Vishnu, of Lord Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Aniyasa, due to mystic perfection. Virajena, by the purified. Atmana, by the living entity. Ekaha, alone. Namaskrutam, worshipable. Brahmavidam, by those who are transcendentally situated. Upaiti, reaches. Kalpa Ayusaha, a period of 4.3 billion solar years. Yet, the place, Vibhudah, self-realized souls, Ramante, do enjoy. Translation by Divine Gesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. This Susumara is the pivot for the turning of the complete universe. No, hold on. And it is called the navel of Vishnu, Garbhodasakasai Vishnu. The yogi alone goes beyond this circle of Susumara and attains the planet Maharloka, where purified saints like Bhrigu enjoys the duration of life of 4.3 billion solar years. This planet is worshipable even for the saints who are transcendentally situated. Please repeat. This Susumara is the pivot for the turning of the complete universe. And it is called the navel of Vishnu, Garbhodasakasai Vishnu. The yogi alone goes beyond this circle of Susumara and attains the planet Maharloka, where purified saints like Bhrigu enjoy a duration of life of 4.3 billion solar years. This planet is worshipable even for the saints who are transcendentally situated. Verse number 26. Ato anantasya mukha analena dandayamanam sa niriksha visvam niryati siddheswara yushta dishnyam yadvai paradyam tad parameshtyam ato anantasya mukha analena danda yamanam saniriksha visvam niryati siddheswara yushta dishnyam yadvai paradyam tad parameshtyam ato anantasya mukha analena danda yamanam saniriksha visvam niryati siddheswara yushta dishnyam yadvai paradyam tad parameshtyam. One of you can chant, who didn't chant before. It is there, verse is there, right there on the screen, big screen. Right there. On the, on the display there, right there. Verse number 26. Ato anantasya mukhanalena dandahyamanam saniriksha visvam niryati siddhe swarasishtadishyam yadvai paradyam tadu parameshyam. Okay, word to word transliteration. Ato, thereupon, anantasya, of Ananta, the resting incarnation of Godhead, Mukha Analena, by the fire emanating from his mouth, Dandahyamanam, burning to ashes, Saha, he, Niriksha, by seeing this, Viswam, the universe, Niryati, goes out, Siddheswara Ishtadishnyam, airplanes used by the great purified souls. Yet, the place, Dvaiparadyam, 15.4 trillion solar years. Yeah, 15 solar years. Tat, that, U, the exalted, Parameshtyam, Satyaloka, where Brahma resides. Translation. At the time of the final devastation of the complete universe, the end of duration of Brahma's life, a flame of fire emanates from the mouth of Ananta, from the bottom of the universe. The yogi sees all the planets of the universe burning to ashes, and thus he leaves for Satyaloka by airplanes used by the great purified souls. The duration of life in Satyaloka is calculated to be 15.4 trillion years. Let's read the purport. It is, I think you repeated, you all repeated? Please repeat. At the time of the final devastation of the complete universe, the end of duration of Brahma's life, a flame of fire emanates from the mouth of Ananta, from the bottom of the universe. The yogi sees all the planets of the universe burning to ashes, and thus he leaves for Satyaloka by airplanes used by the great purified souls. The duration of life in Satyaloka is calculated to be 15.4 trillion years. Purport. It is indicated herein that the residents of Maharloka, where the purified living entities or demigods possess a duration of life calculated to be 4.3 billion solar years, have airships by which they reach Satyaloka, the topmost planet of the universe. In other words, Srimad Bhagavatam gives us many clues about other planets far, far away from us, which modern planes and spacecraft cannot reach, even by imaginary speeds. The statements of Srimad Bhagavatam are accepted by great acharyas like Sridhara Swami, Ramanuja Acharya, and Vallabha Acharya. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specifically accepts Srimad Bhagavatam as the spotless Vedic authority, and as such, no sane man can ignore the statements of Srimad Bhagavatam when it is spoken by the self-realized soul, Srila Sukadeva Goswami, who follows in the footsteps of his great father, Srila Vyasadeva, the compiler of all Vedic literature. In the creation of the Lord, there are many wonderful things we can see with our own eyes every day and night, but we are unable to reach them equipped by modern materialistic science. We should not, therefore, depending on the fragmentary authority of the materialistic science, for knowing things beyond the range of scientific purview. For a common man, both modern science and Vedic wisdom are simply to be accepted because none of the statements, either of modern science or of Vedic literature, can be verified by him. The alternative for a common man is to believe either of them or both of them. The Vedic way of understanding, however, is more authentic because it has been accepted by the acharyas who are not only faithful and learned men but are also liberated souls without any of the flaws of the conditioned souls. The modern scientists, however, are conditioned souls liable to so many errors and mistakes. Therefore, the safe side is to accept the authentic version of Vedic literatures like Srimad Bhagavatam, which is accepted unanimously by the great acharyas. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Gnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmelitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langete Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Denatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyeswaram. So we are here, chapter number 2, we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Subcreation, where Sukadeva Goswami is explaining one by one. So in the before canto, Parikshit Maharaj is asking question to Sukadeva Goswami. That's where the first canto ends. Sukadeva Goswami appears, and then Parikshit Maharaj is asking question. Because everybody assembled where Parikshit Maharaj was cursed and about to die in 7 days. Then he reaches bank of Ganga and he want to know, understand from realized souls what one person should do, one who is about to die. So that was the question. That was his dilemma. Then he was ready to ask, but nobody was able to answer. So all the realized souls, so many souls were there, exalted personality. Everybody is waiting for this Param Bhagavad Sri Sukadeva Goswami. So right then and there, Sukadeva Goswami appeared by the will of the Lord, because here in this verse, Prabhupada is mentioning that Sukadeva Goswami has heard from the previous acharyas. Who is that? Shri Vyasadeva himself. So as soon as Sukadeva Goswami, born from the mother's womb, 16 years he was there in the womb, not just like us, 9 months or 10 months. So 16 years. He doesn't want to come out from this womb. He doesn't want to become attached to this material world, Jada Jagat. So that's why he was praying, and then after he got the promise that he will not be attached to this material world, that's when he came out from the womb. Then he came out and then he left. Then Vyasadeva was aggrieved. That's in the 3rd chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, where Vyasadeva was aggrieved. And so then Vyasadeva, what he did, he knows how he can bring Sukadeva Goswami back. By he arranged a couple of his disciples to go to the forest and chant the Srimad Bhagavatam verses, 2 of the verses especially. It's very important verses. Both of them are from 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And so one of them is Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kotam Stanam Rajema Dayalam Saranam Rajema. So they are glorifying how Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is so merciful. Like he has given a Datri, the motherly position, to Putana, who's a demon. Kamsa has sent Putana to kill Krishna. So then she smeared poison on the breast and ready to kill Krishna. But then what did Krishna do? So Krishna has looked at her. At least she came to feed me. That is the intention. That means devotion, attachment to Krishna. Whatever the intention may be. But at least she came, approached me. So somehow or other. So then because of that, so Krishna accepted her and then given the position, highest position. So by this verse it is telling us how much merciful Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is. Life after life, he himself personally coming once in one day of Brahma, and he is sending representatives. He is there as Paramatma, he is guiding every minute. And he's saying, showing different paths through, even though our karma, through different difficulties, job loss, family problems, this problem, that problem. From there, we have to understand it is reminding us this is temporary position we are in. So we have to realize the real position where we need to go. So that's what he's reminding in different ways. So anyway, so as soon as this verse was chanted, so merciful. Then Sukadeva Goswami was a little bit attracted, but at the same time he was, oh, looks like a little bit some fishy here. So then he was thinking still. Then they chanted another verse. How gopis of Vrindavan were attracted by the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. How much they are worshipping. So that is the verse. Arajho vrajesha tanaya daddhama Sri Vrindavanam ramya kacha dupasana vrajavadhu vargenaya kalpita Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhor matamidam puranam amalam tatra adharana paraha. How great this Srimad Bhagavatam, the topmost literature, the most purest of the purest. It is non-different from Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. It is the body of the Supreme Lord. And all these gopis of Vrindavan, cohort girls of Vrindavan, are Ramya Kachit Upasan. They are worshipping this most merciful Supreme Lord. Arajo Vrajesh, none other than, not any other Krishna. Not Vasudeva Krishna, not Dwaraka Krishna, not Madhura Krishna. Vrindavan Krishna, Yashoda Nandan, Nandanandan Krishna. That particular Krishna they are all worshipping. They are so much thinking, remembering every minute constantly of that Krishna. So immediately, as soon as Sukadeva Goswami heard these two verses, ran with them. So he came along with them. Then when he came, that's when he has heard the whole Srimad Bhagavatam from Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva was narrated again. And then once he has heard from the realized souls, Shri Vyasadeva, and then Vyasadeva is Shakti avatar. So then Sukadeva Goswami as gave this Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, because he has heard from the previous Acharya. So that is the approach we need to hear, as Prabhupada is mentioning here. It is not just by concoction or thinking our own will. So even when we come to temple, we should follow our senior devotees and sannyasis, those who have learned the truth from the previous, from the spiritual masters, who have learned by the experience, by a personal own realization, and we have to, by following their footsteps, then we will be able to in the right path. Everything, how to dress the deities, how to worship the deities, how to bow down, how to take charanamrit, so how to offer, everything we have to learn systematically, sequentially, nicely. So then we will be able to come to the path. The minute we try to concoct anything, then it becomes a chaos. And while offering, while doing the arati, everything has to be learned from those who have already learned, perfected, so that we don't create our own things. Why like this? Why? No questions, just we need to accept. Otherwise it creates a chaos. Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatrika Vidim Vina Aikantike Harer Bhaktir Utpataiva Kalpate. It becomes a chaos, great disturbance. So that's why Prabhupada has established the process clearly without any ambiguity or any confusion. So in this verse, especially, so Parikshit Maharaj asked the question when Sukadeva Goswami immediately appeared without any clothes, nothing, because he's completely aloof from all the material inebrities. So he's purified soul. So as soon as he appeared, and then immediately he started, so everybody stood up except Narada Muni and Vyasadeva, I think. So then Sukadeva Goswami started speaking. So Parikshit Maharaj asked what a person should do. Then he started speaking first what not to do, not to enjoy this body to just for sense enjoyment, day in, day out. Morning, day work, daytime working, Dive Chardha Haya Rajan Kutumba Bharanenava. So in the first few verses, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking. So daytime, people work, morning to evening, and then at night time, sleep, more in ignorance, and then enjoyment. This is what they are doing. But rather, this not the real goal of human life. Rather, the goal of human life is to think about the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, engage in his service. There he is mentioning that the first important point is mentioning Tasmat Bharat Sarvatma Bhagavan Isro Hari Srotavesya Kirtitavesya Smartavesya Ichyatavayam. One should think, one should Srotavesya, one should hear first. Hearing is the most important. So hearing Srimad Bhagavatam every day, we all should plan 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes at least. From hearing from Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya. He has given so many lectures on this Srimad Bhagavatam. Not only reading from his books, but also hearing. Because he elaborates each and every verse so systematically, so in a great length, great detail, so that we understand the essence of this whole Srimad Bhagavatam. So by everyday hearing, then our mind and intelligence will be purified. So that all the dirtiness, instead of we going to this restaurant, that restaurant, or vacation here, there, mind is wandering. Everybody is asking, family, kids, let's go here, let's go there. So we can, so this is what is constantly going on. But rather, so we have to come to this purified path, Amalatmana, that all the dirtiness and contamination has to be removed by following this path. That means intelligence has to be purified by the hearing. So every day, if more we hear from Srila Prabhupada, then more our intelligence will be sharpened, then the mind will be under the control. So otherwise, mind cannot be controlled. It's not easy. Maya is so strong. Even though it's in the Kartik month, see how many we are here. So it's very strong. It's not easy. Even though we may be 10, 20 years after initiation also, if you are not really focused on Prabhupada's instruction, then Maya is ready to catch. So even it doesn't matter how long we are in this Krishna consciousness. It matters how much we are following Srila Prabhupada. That is the real matter. So we have to clearly follow that. Then coming to then Parikshit Sukadeva Goswami continued as he is explaining one by one. He doesn't want to go to pure devotion service, even in nectar of devotion, in Bhagavad Gita, any book you take, transcendental literature, it doesn't talk about the highest path right away. First it has to explain what is what. First you have to understand you are not this body. So even the same case here, Sukadeva Goswami, first of all, is explaining about the first impersonal liberation, impersonal form of realization. Then he talks about the chapter 2, Lord in the heart, is Paramatma realization. Now in the chapter 2, Sukadeva Goswami is explaining how these planets are described, how the planets are systematically put together. We are in the earthly planet. There are 7 planets up, 7 planets down, and there is a Garbhodaka ocean down. So before even that, there is Krishna expands into Balram. Then Balram expands into Chaturvyuha, quadruple expansion. Sankarsana, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Sankarsana is a representative of false ego. Vasudeva is a consciousness. Aniruddha is for mind, representative mind. And then Pradyumna is for intelligence. Then again from the first quadruple Sankarsana comes Lord Narayan. From Lord Narayan again there is expansion, second quadruple expansion, Sankarsana, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. From this second Sankarsana, Mahasankarsana, comes Mahavishnu, Garbhodaka Vishnu. First Karanodaka Vishnu, who is lying down in the causal ocean. We have to get a picture. That picture should be here. Nowhere we have. Probably I will bring it from my home and we will put it somewhere, so that everybody can see. People has to understand this. So where Karanodaka Vishnu, Karana ocean, is lying down and he is exhaling and inhaling. He is breathing in and breathing out. He is not like us. It is like every second we are breathing. But his Mahavishnu's exhaling and inhaling is billions and trillions of years. Whole life of Brahma. This universe are coming out with his exhaling. That how long duration you can imagine. That is the power of Supreme Lord. So this is Mahavishnu, not even direct, part and parcel, Amsa. So Garbhodaka, then Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, as living entities, want to separately enjoy from the Lord, wants to come to this material world, so wants to become the Lord. Then Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, all the souls which are there, wants to enjoy conditioned souls, Nitya Baddhas, not Nitya Muktas. So they are coming out. So then they has to create these universes. From his exhaling, universes are coming out like small bubbles. Then within that one bubble is one universe. So then Garbhodaka Vishnu again is exhaling. On its own, bubble cannot stay in the air. It has to be sustained by again his power. Then Garbhodha is expanding again into Garbhodha Sai Vishnu. That's where in this verse also it is mentioned. So the Garbhodha Sai Vishnu is filling first of all half of that bubble with water. And then he is lying down all the way at the bottom, Garbhodaka ocean. And then from his navel comes Brahma. From this is in one bubble, one universe. Like that many bubbles are coming out, many universes are there in the material world. 1/4 of the Brahmanda. Then again, after Brahma comes navel, then Brahma also forgets his identity. He doesn't know what to do as soon as he comes out. Then he meditates for many years. Many days passes by, he couldn't understand where he has come, who is the source and everything. Then finally Krishna mercifully gives the intelligence. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye Muhyanti Yat Suraya. So then he gives that intelligence through the heart, through that link, through the heart to the Brahma. So then Brahma is giving that knowledge further down. Then he knows what to do, how to create, how to give forms. He is not the primary creator. Primary creator is still Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Vishnu. So he is only the sub-creator. He is giving forms to different living entities who is coming to the material world. Then Brahma is coming. Then again Garbhodha Sai Vishnu is entering, is expanding again into Kshirodha Sai Vishnu as a Paramatma. In this verse it is mentioned he is living in the topmost planet in this bubble, one bubble, 7 planets. If I had a drawing board, that would have been nice, because I have to explain this. This is called Sisumara planet. A couple of words are used here. That Sisumara planet is explained that it looks like a dolphin in a reverse direction. So the dolphin, how it looks, like a tail. It has a nice curve. So that dolphin in the reverse form, the tail is on the top and head is down. So that's how this Sisumara planet looks like. It is described in Canto 5 in great detail, the whole structure of the universe. So the Kshirodha Sai Vishnu, Paramatma, is there in every living entity's heart. He is also there. He resides in this Sisumara planet. And this there is a pole, the tip. It is mentioned as a navel of the Garbhodha Sai Vishnu. The tip of the universe is whole. So that 7 planets up. So Garbhodha Sai Vishnu make sure that activated, the half of the universe is filled with water, and the remaining, so then from his navel Brahma came, this stem, Brahma is at the topmost, Satyaloka, and then the 7 planets down, in middle we are in the earthly planet, and then there is 7 planets down, below us. So that is starting from Patal, Rasatal, Vitala, Sutala, Talatal, Mahital. Then we are in earthly planet, then above us is Bovarloka, Swargaloka, Tapaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Satyaloka. Satyaloka is topmost. That's why when we are chanting, Bhurbhavas Sovaha, Tat Savitur Varenyam, this is chanting the Gayatri mantra. So that is what it is explaining. These 14 planetary systems are represented as Bhurbhavas Sovar, three, just by using these 3 words. In another sense, that meditation is also, everything is coming from the Supreme Lord, all these 14 planetary systems. Including the sun, one sun for the whole universe, not many suns, not for each planet, one sun for one universe, one moon for the whole universe. So all these are coming from, all of them are getting energy from the Supreme Lord. Brahma doesn't have independence, demigod doesn't have, all these sun god, fire gods, and moon, all these planetary systems on Sisumara planet in the reverse direction, the reverse dolphin. On the tail end is Dhruva. Dhruva pole star is situated. This is the topmost above us. And then further down is on his body, on the tail. Further down from the tail, just a little bit down the tail there are 7 sages. 7 sages lives. And on the left side there are these constellations, 16 or 18 constellations. Lives on one side of this Sisumara planet. On the other side of the body, right side, is 18 stars. Punarvas, all these stars are residing. And then also further down on the body, the Indra, Chandra, Agni, all these different demigods are described. Some of these are not straightforward, just like one after another as we go staircase. It is not like that. This is a 3-dimensional form. So that's why it is hard to really see, how come it is mentioned like this. It is not straight, it's like a straight line going up. It is a three-dimensional form. And then, so that's why this again it is explained as above our planet, Bhurloka, Bhovarloka. Between Bhovarloka, there is Antariksha, outer space. There all is sun and moon and all these stars are residing. So, but here it is mentioned at almost top of the universe. So that's why it is three-dimensional. It is not exactly like just step after step. It is going like that. So that we have to understand. That is the Sisumara planet. So basically, so here Parikshit Maharaj is explaining how these universes are, everything is coming, is activated by the energy of the Supreme Lord. And we have to meditate on this Supreme Lord. Even as a Paramatma realization, here in this chapter, whole chapter, Paramatma realization is explained that how living entities has to meditate on Lord Vishnu's, not simply tip of the nose you are meditating. That is not the process. Even the Patanjali, who is the in charge, who has the Acharya for this yoga process, is authorized process given. So he is also recommending that meditating on Lord Vishnu's body. One by one, Virat Rupa. That's why it is mentioned in this, also this Sisumara planet, so where Kshiroda Sai Vishnu is also residing. In another way, it is also mentioned this Sisumara planetary system, technically known as Kundalini Chakra. Kundalini Chakra, people think, I will show you, I will open up your Kundalini Chakra and I will show you who really you are and what is your lifespan and what not. People say. They don't really want to purify themselves, but they really want to somehow get some mystic power or some kind of, enjoy, So what I have to do, what I can do better in this life. That's what they are thinking. So, but the goal of this whole process, but it is difficult for this yuga, for this age, the process is to chant the holy name of the Lord. Kali Yuga. Kalautad Hari Kirtanat. Since in the interest of time, I'm condensing. So the process for this age is to chant the holy name of the Lord. Kalautad Hari Kirtanat. So we should go to even the chapter 12 of devotion service, where Krishna is mentioning how quickly we can be delivered from this from our birth, death, old age and disease and these difficulties and the contamination by simply offering our activities. Estu sarvani karmani sanyasya ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate tesham ahon samuddatta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nacharat partha maya vesas chedasam. By very quickly, swift delivering those who wants to offer their activities to sarvani karmana, all their activities. That is the real sannyas. Sarvani karmani mai sanyasya adhyatma chesa ananyena yogena, without any other deviation, no other yoga, no Brahman realization, no Paramatma realization. Come to the pure form, offer your service to me. Is not saying offer to Durga, offer to Ganesha, offer to other demigod. Clearly is telling offer to me. Pure devotion service. That is the easiest and quickly, and we will be able to purify ourselves. That is the Bhakti Yoga process. Even Vyasdev, when he is meditating, what he has seen, when Narada Muni instructed him, Bhakti Yogena Manase Samyak Pranihite Amale Mayam Chatad Apashyam. First he has saw the by Bhakti Yoga process he meditated, not just by Brahman realization, not by Paramatma realization. He is not meditating like. He is meditating on the Bhakti Yoga, using the Bhakti Yoga process and Supreme Lord. By that he is able to see the Supreme Lord. Also he has seen on the backside of him Maya Devi. Mayam Chatad Apashrayam. He is able to see both. How external energy is like a shadow. Again in Brahma Samhita it is explained. Srushti Sruti Pralaya Sadhana Siktiri Eka Chayeva Yasya Bhavanani Vibhatti Durga. How it is Maya Devi external energy is acting just like it doesn't have independent power. Durga Devi doesn't have independent power. But just like a shadow, if sun is going, if people are walking, if sun is there, there is a shadow. You are walking, shadow is also walking. So how, it's the same way, that means person has to be there in order to shadow to show. Same way, the Supreme Lord is the one who is guiding, is giving the energy. Then Durga Devi is able to control whatever she is able to do. That is why, Chayeva Yasya Bhavanani Vibhatti Durga. She is not independent. So by that what we understand is, by simply coming to the Supreme, everything will be all right. You don't need to separately worship demigods. Automatically, they will be pleased by simply coming to the Supreme Father, engaging in devotion service. So since this is the Kartik month, try to control your eating habits, try to control your sleeping habits, try to control your all your other so many concocted activities we are trying to plan how to better improve. Today I didn't wake up early. Let's see how tomorrow I can wake up. We have to pray every day night before sleeping. Please wake me up, Lord. I'm so ignorant, I'm not able to even get up. Please wake me up, give me the intelligence, give me the power, give me the energy. By your mercy I will be able to wake up. By that power automatically we will be able to wake up. Otherwise you may try, it is very difficult. So, and in this Kartik month, try to finish 16 rounds in the morning itself. We are chanting one, increase to two, increase to four, whatever. But do something better, something more. Increase your service here. A lot to clean up, lot to do. We all here to congregationally. Sankirtan has more power than individually doing. Collectively, we all should nicely worship, nicely clean everything. All the place should be nice and clean. See, our Mataji, every day she brings flowers. So everybody does their part, then everything will be nice and peaceful. We don't have time to argue, we don't have time to fight. So there is enough time to clean up so many things. That is our whole movement. Prabhupada has established for this purpose only, so that we all come, we are congregationally, nicely, chant nicely, to sit together, or at least you do at home in the morning, but try to come for Bhagavatam class. Or try to plan once a month, once a week, whatever is comfortable. Start somewhere. Don't just go on with the life. So it is for everybody. Those who are initiated, not initiated, take it up, increase. Sincerity is very important. Vyavasayatmika buddhi is very important. That is the only point. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, by that simple point, Vyavasayatmika buddhi, fixed up determination. No matter what, I have to follow my instruction of my Guru. So that means we have to simply, by that point, reflecting 24/7, how to do. Then automatically Krishna will give intelligence, we'll be able to chant, we'll be able to serve, we'll be able to read Srimad Bhagavatam. So this Kartik month, not only chanting, read chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, so that we'll be able to purify Krishna book, or Nectar of Devotion, and Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita. These all to purify us, so that it will give more intelligence, intelligence will be sharpened. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions you have, you can ask after the class, because time is up, 9:10. Everybody has to go home. Family, kids, everybody is waiting. You have to take care of many activities. So, thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.